All right, guys, now the next thing you want to do here when you have completed all your simulation and everything else you need to do is get in there and get yourself as many, and I mean as many red tickets as you can, because you're going to need to, number one, craft his weapons if you're free to play. And you're going to get some free ones, of course, from the event, right? So right now we have, I believe, the wheel. So we're going to have the dice event. Now, in terms of artifacts, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what he's speccing. He may be attack, defense, or HP. We don't know yet. But nonetheless, right away, I would suggest this because the statue is coming back. And honestly, these guys are going to be big for this armor specifically is big for the statue. I would get an arm set ready and like going, like get it going right away. So start farming arm sets. And I would save every single additional defense, additional HP, additional attack sets you can possibly get, just so until we find out what he's speccing as. So first off, arm set, I would highly recommend try to get yourself all the additional stats you need. I would farm, either farm it or craft it. It doesn't really matter what you do. So if you want to craft, make sure you do this. But the lion set has become a fan favorite again for all DPS, all infusers, almost everybody at this point who you want to put out damage. Defense pen has become the meta for quite some time and will continue to do so, it looks like, for quite a bit. So get yourself an arm set ready and ready to go, right? Because we know for a fact that everything coming out right now has been all defense pen focused, and plus arm set honestly provides you that really nice 4-piece set bonus. So I'll show you guys what that is, and that's when attacking the opponent, you ignore 18% of the target's defense. It's huge, especially in hunter modes, especially in modes like GB, where the boss is full of defense, like the statue's coming back, right? So that'll be a big one. Now, in terms of accessories, you most likely want to do the usual. You want to get an obsidian set going for yourself. So obsidian is going to be a massive one, and this one is always priority in my opinion. And if he is going to be attack spec, then you're going to want to go expert. But those two are probably going to be your best bets in terms of focusing on that. Another really good one to, of course, get as well too is going to be the chaotic infamy, just in case you do a 4-piece set for that, and the skills are something that he's going to focus on heavily. So those 3 sets, guys, you absolutely want to get going for him as soon as possible. Now, when it comes down to cores are also going to play, of course, a major big role. We already know that he is going to be a dark unit. So right away, that third core should obviously be your spiritual MP recovery one. This is always going to be a big one. So just get one of these ready for yourself right away. In terms of stats, honestly, additional HP is always going to be the way to go. In terms of damage increase, defense pen, and all that stuff, I would get defense pen ready personally, unless you need crit hit rate and you don't have good crit hit rate gear. Get that ready and just supplement accordingly, right? But I would at the very least, get a crit hit rate one or a defense pen one ready if you don't have another defense pen one kicking around. The other one here I would get ready as well too, of course, is going to be one of these ones here. Now, the new ones are not bad. I always just stick with the ultimate gives you a shield one. That one seems to always work out best. So whenever he uses ultimate, grants a shield of 10% max HP. That's the one I probably end up going with, and probably the one I probably stick with anyways. The rest of them honestly are not that important. There is a basic skill one here that's pretty good, but the cooldown is 45 seconds and it takes way too long to recover. So I would ignore that. I would continuously keep using the other one for now and just maybe focus on that. The only other ones I would maybe switch around is in case he does have an increase in defense when his MP is low. If he's a heavy MP user, that'll be the only other option, but that one's up to you. I always stick with the ultimate one. I always find it to just be easier to get that one anyways, and most people will cast ultimates, and it's always nice to have a shield, right? So that's an easy one there. And then for this one here, the crit, just get the crit one. The user crit rate increased by 10%. I don't think there's going to be anything better than that for any real DPS or infuser at the moment. So this is the one I'd be farming if I were you at this point. So remember, a lot of you guys, if you've been farming correctly, should have a lot of the core items to choose from, right? And also sets. Don't forget, if you've been farming a lot, you have sets here with level 100s. So if you don't have keys, or if you've used all your keys, don't forget to go into your chest and just get one of these and see what you have, right? Just try luck. You may as well try. You have these chests kicking around. I do, at least. So I'm going to try to open as many of these as I can and see if I get the proper pieces I need for every single piece that I just told you guys about. So that'll be a big one as well. Also, don't forget, guys, the red tickets, the ones I just showed you from simulation. You're going to need quite a few of those, so get ready to start crafting weapons for him if you are free to play, especially because you probably won't have enough to do through the summoning. Summoning shouldn't be too bad this time around, for me at least personally, just because I won that extra 100 tickets. For some of you guys, it may be a problem, but don't forget, you have a whole month to get this character, and on top of that, he'll be coming back into the black tickets as well anyways. So don't worry, guys, if you can't get him to A5 right away. You have plenty of time to do so. Okay, so there you guys go. That'll be it right there in terms of gear, in terms of cores. Now, outside of that, The only other thing to really talk about is what I'm going to be doing. So I will be for sure summoning for him on free to play. It doesn't matter if he's good, bad, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do my summoning on free to play. I'm actually going to test him on free to play as well too. And then when I jump on to pay to win, the goal is going to be to compare him to other dark units to see where he sits and where he fits into the team. We're also going to try to summon for Son Kihoon and also try to hopefully get him up there as well too and have our new dark breaker available. That's personally what I'm actually lacking right now in my team. The infuser is a bonus. The one thing I've been lacking all along has always been a good breaker, because my breaker in Harper has actually been pretty crappy and I've never had a good breaker for dark. And this is the first, even my limb is A0. So this is gonna be the first time I'm actually having an opportunity to go for a unit that I may be able to actually get. But the problem for me personally is I've been trying to build my win team, so I only have 88 tickets, which means I'm not gonna get very far with this, but that's okay. Again, we have more time and more effort to get him through custom draws, because you're not going to miss him for a month. With Igris, if you don't get him right now, you have to wait a whole month before he reappears again, and then you're going to have to go for that later on, right? But at least for Son Kihoon, he's going to be over here and he's going to be ready to go. So that's probably going to be the setup. Now for Son Kihoon, it's pretty straightforward. He's a breaker. You know what you're going to need. You're going to need either greed, or you're going to need to get here, hold on, let me show you the two sets you probably want to go for. You probably want to go for greed right here. Where is it? There, burning greed. And also you want to probably go for chaotic desire. So those two sets there, chances are he's going to be either defense spec or he's going to be HP spec. I don't see him becoming attack. Or it could happen. It could, because honestly, the last unit we had for dark was attack spec. So I'll be shocked if he's HP, to be honest with you, because Isla just provides defense and attack right now as a bonus. So I think they're probably going to make him defense spec. I don't know yet. Don't take that into heart, guys. I'm just giving you my thoughts on it. But for now, just go for greed and just go AP's greed or AP's desire and get both of them. Just get them both up. I would do HP. Again, all three doesn't hurt. So try to do all three if you want. Or for him, it's not as urgent, obviously, because you're going to have to get him through black tickets. Now, of course, going through black tickets, it's going to be a little bit tougher to get him. So keep that in mind. Now, in terms of his cores are going to be a little bit different, right? For cores for him, you're going to probably want to have the break core for him at the bottom, depending on how good he is. So the user's break effectiveness increased by 10%. That's probably one you're going to want to push, unless his MP is really bad to manage. Then you, of course, want to go back to using this decreased MP. For this one here, for defense, again, if he's defensive spec, you can go there. If he's bad for MP, you may want to go for this one. And for this one, again, just give him crit. Honestly, just give him crit. Everybody should have crit on them. That should be the priority for every single unit you have. I got to build more crit ones for myself and get more of my units up. But that's going to be one of my biggest things to be working on, is that. So the next one I want to build, of course, is going to be dark. So I got to find dark attack one with a good spec on it for Igris and get him going as soon as possible, just so we can get that extra bonus. But guys, don't wait. May as well start working on it now. You know what he's going to be elemental wise. You know what you're looking for. Put in the work, and when he drops, you'll be ready to rock and roll right away. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget, guys, Content Creator Program. It's coming back very, very soon. Thank you again. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and before I go, don't forget, please start saving your idol. Don't use this anymore. Let it build. If you're already max level, let it build. If you're not max level, then use it until you get to max level. But for now, everyone else should be letting this build over 720 hours until we get the next one. All right, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.